Hey there, day 19. I'm underway, a little past 8:30, slow start. It's cool, damp. It's supposed to rain today, so it's not raining, so that's good. And looking to, I think, do 13 to 14 to the Tillotson Shelter. And hoping the rain holds up. And yeah, looking forward to a good day hiking. Talk to you soon. Hi there. Just did a 500-foot climb out of Corliss Camp in less than a mile. I left, I was freezing. And had to know I had to take my puffy off because I know that'd be worse. But yeah, now I made it to the top of this next hill or mountain and just dripping sweat. So I got a little bit of a downhill, which is good. And the weather's holding off, which is all good. And back's a little achy, but on the flattened down hills, it's entirely tolerable. So pray for flattened downhill sections. Yeah, despite all my minor complaints, hopefully they do sound somewhat minor. I'm enjoying every minute. 11 a.m. taking a break on top of Bowen Mountain. It's been a pretty moderate day. There's been some steep climbs, but compared to what I've been through, it's been pretty mild. You can hear a little bit of the rain, or yeah, a little bit of rain and drizzle. I have no protection right now. It's just not enough to put on a hat or a jacket or anything. Yep, so things are going well. I'll check in later. About noontime, day 19, and I've spotted some moose scat. I haven't seen moose scat in 50, 75 miles or more, so that's exciting. I've not seen a moose on this trail. I would very much like to see one, at least from a safe distance, so we'll see. I'll hike quietly and see if I can spot one because they're around. Almost through Devil's Gulch, and this looks like the easy part. I just went over a rock scramble, big boulders. It was very reminiscent of Mahoosic Notch on the Appalachian Trail. The difference is these boulders perhaps a little smaller, but still the same sort of gulch, that like with these giant mountains around you. But the difference is, which makes this harder in some respects, is everything's covered with a boatload of moss and liquid. Look at that. How cool is that? Want to hike down through there? You can. And I'm stupid enough to do it, even though it's not really the trail. So, let's go this way and see what happens to me. Oh boy. Devil's Gulch. It's like maybe a little bit of a Bermuda Triangle. Almost through. Hey there, been raining pretty strongly for the last half hour. But as you can see, I got my umbrella. And better yet, because the bottom doesn't really stay put. The trail's pretty smooth, so I can put one arm on the base of the umbrella and let the top attachment point hold. And it works pretty well. But yeah, it's raining good. Woo! It's almost 3 o'clock. I'm in the middle of a 2,000-foot climb to Mount Tillotson, and I'm about halfway up the mountain. The rain has stopped, still different from the trees, but it doesn't make any difference. I'm just so sweaty right now, and it's the climb isn't terrible. There's steep uphills that make me sweat bullets, and then there's the muck, which is a lot. I'm trying not to get covered with mud. I hate that. So I think I'll get there 4:30, 5 o'clock, or maybe later. But yeah, to the Tillotson Shelter. It's been a pretty good day. The trail hasn't really been terribly hard. I mean, the rain, and there's been steep climbs, a lot of sweat, but none of this endless, death-defying descents. Although Devil's Gulch, boy, was that something. I was very lucky to make it before the rain, heavy rain came in, because everything was so slick with moss. But it's another good day. I'm closing in on the terminus. Oh boy. And here's the bog next to the Tillotson Shelter. I think there's a bit of fog out there. You can see a couple of beaver dams, and it's been immensely muddy approaching here. And I'm told that it's even worse at and beyond the shelter. I'm very close to, oh God, don't fall. I'm very close to the shelter now. So I gotta hoof it there. I'd love to get a space inside because I'm wet, muddy, and nothing will dry off if I'm camping outside. So onto the shelter. Look at that. About 6 feet of, or more, maybe 8 feet of branches and mud, etc., holding it all back, and there's a little trickle down here, which is good because that's where I'm getting my water from, and I need it desperately. It's probably going to be slightly unpalatable, as all Beaver's area source waters are, but I'm thirsty as heck. Almost to the summit of Belvedere Mountain. It's been very wet, a little bit of drizzle, and everything is just soaked. Had to be careful so I don't slip on all these endless rocks. And once I get to the summit, which should be in the next 10-15 minutes, it should be kind of ridge walking most of the way to my target, Tillotson Shelter. There's a side trail to there's a tower on Belvedere Mountain, but it's not part of the long trail, and it's misty, a little bit of rain, and you can't see a dang thing, so I'm going this way. What does that say? Tillotson Camp 2.8, and it's not a big climb, it's mostly ridge walk, so I'm hoping for the best here. Speedy, safe arrival. I could use a rest. Hey guys, I'm at the Tillotson Camp, end of day 19. Did 14.5 miles. It was wet. I had my umbrella up when it was pouring. I should have had my umbrella up later in the day when it wasn't pouring, but it was raining. So I'm soaked. It's cold. And yeah, but I'm inside a shelter. It's got good water. It's got a privy. It's got the whole bit. So yeah, I'm going to have a good night. It's a little beat, but I'm closing in. I think I'm at mile 247. So I've got less than 30 miles to go. Hoorah! Talk to you soon. End of day 19. Thanks for watching.